Good evening everyone. Welcome by Eines Noise video, and this is the third time I'm recording this back in Amsterdam on a MacBook, which is completely different than having a PC with multiple screens. So just figuring out how everything works. Within 1.5 weeks I've got everything here and we are back into the city. So today we're going to discuss why this drop shouldn't worry you. And if this drop is worrying you, you shouldn't be in this market. Price goes up and down, the same goes for the equity markets, but overall Bitcoin should be the most bullish asset of this decade, an escape of the current economic system. So this drop shouldn't really worry you. Corrections are pretty healthy. And that's what I want to share right now as well. This price is just still consolidating, which means that the corrective move is pretty healthy, knowing that we've come from 37.50 at March 12th, Black Thursday, and now we are hovering around 95, and people are getting scared because of some dude moving 50 BTC. The beauty of this system is that when somebody is going to sell them on the market, somebody else will buy. So there's a capped supply on Bitcoin, which is also why this asset should be moving upwards pretty significantly as a hedge to the economic system, given that the Fed is just printing an infinite amount of money. These coins could be from Satoshi, less likely, as there's also early miners who could have been transferring this. If they want to get rid of these BTC, they just sell them. That's how the market works. No need to get scared out of it. It's just an open market, and it's even more transparent than just the banking system we have. It's the beauty of the system, and the price is still consolidating inside a range. We have discussed that it's pretty healthy, given that we have seen the halving, which should mean that the hype is going away a little bit, which makes the price stabilizing a little bit more, and giving altcoin space, as they are still looking good, and from there just onwards and probably upwards. If the price goes back to below 7k, it should be, then we are in real trouble, as we are losing the 100 and 200 day MA, and we are going to face the 200 week MA. That's the last hurdle. Drop below that and then Bitcoin is in serious trouble, given that mining costs, and it shouldn't be going that further down, given the current economic system in which there's just printed a lot of money, which should pump the inflation short term, which should pump Bitcoin as well. Conclusion, all still look good, and what I just began with is no worries, everything is fine, retracements are there to buy. What are we going to check on the charts? Bitcoin price action, Ethereum, Zilliqa, Celer network, and Nano, which are a few of the coins I want to discuss. So let's go towards them. First of all, Bitcoin, in which we can see that we still have a range high and a range low. I've been using the rising wedge structure, in which we saw a decrease in volume in the structure. We rejected back again, we dropped below. We actually tested the 9.2 level for support, which has seen a pretty significant bounce. It only bounced on the 9.2 level on Bitstamp, probably because of thin order books. On Binance and other exchanges, the price didn't came that far down. A good part of this drop is that this wick is immediately bought up, which means that we're just consolidating inside the structure, and therefore we can check the other chart I've just posted, in which we can see, let's see if I can get it, yes, in which we can see that we've tested the previous support around 9.3, on which we have been lying 5 days ago. As long as the price remains inside this range, and now we can clearly make a new range in which 9.1 to 9.3 is the support, 9.8 to 10.1 is the resistance. As long as we remain hovering in between this range, nothing is there to worry. If we lose 9.1, I'm going to target a range low, which is 8.2.5 to 8.5. which is probably confluent with the 100-day and 200-day MA getting to that level there. If we lose the 100-day and 200-day MA, I'm suspecting a further drop down, and I'm going to target the 100 and 200 week MA, which should be high 6k, low 7ks by then. And if we get that opportunity, that should be the final one before the real bull market continues. So the good part is that this one is pretty bought up pretty heavily. If we hold this level, everything is fine. We can still have a bounce in which we go towards 9.6.5 and come back down to 9.1. But overall, we are consolidating inside the range, and as long as this range remains so and we're going to test the highs some more, I suspect continuation. If we break above the range high, I'm going to target 10.5 and the next level 11k. What I just said is that this drop should be the shakeout of the market. It liquidated a ton of people. It got rid of many non-believers, and since then buying the dip has been the great game. So as you can see, the price has been moving inside the structure here as well during April. This took about 3 weeks before we broke out of the structure. Currently we are in a similar structure for around 3 weeks and probably remain to do so. So yes, it's still possible we can test the lower levels around here, 8.2, 8.5 in the next weeks. But for that we have to lose 9.3, we have to lose 9.1, and then I'm targeting this level. So everything is fine. And then Ethereum is looking even better. And for that I'm going to check the daily. We made a significant crash as well, and after that we are coming back up, tested the 100 and 200 day MA here on the USDT, the 100 day MA actually. Right now we are holding above, and what I just discussed is as long as the price is remaining above these MAs, buying a dip is the game. So for Ethereum we have rejected at 215 and we're now consolidating, which is a pretty decent structure. Preferably I'd love to see 201 hold. If we get a wick towards 195, I'm going to look for longs. I suspect a continuation to occur towards 250 and the next target 290. Check the other video if you want to see some more about my Ethereum analysis. Especially given that Ethereum is not on the levels of February, which is 290, and by no means it's not even close towards the levels of Bitcoin right now, as Bitcoin is just down 50% of the all-time high, while Ethereum is down 80% of the all-time high. So altcoins have much to gain, in which I suspect that to see happening in the coming months, given that the volatility will drain down on Bitcoin and people will see Bitcoin as a safe haven for the altcoins and start to trade the altcoins more, while the altcoins break above the 100 day and 200 day MA. Ethereum held the support around the gray zone, which is 0.02 level here. I've charted this and made this scenario in which we made a bullish divergence on the 4 hour over here. If we make a higher low or test the low back again, I suspect continuation to occur towards 0.024, breaking that level, and I suspect we're going to make a new higher high. And then we break above the 100 day and 200 day MA as well, which is a bullish signal. And coming to that, I'm coming to Zilliqa. I've received many questions today from people. Should I buy now? Why is the volume draining down? Is it wrecked? Do I have to cry? Do I have to sell house? Calm the fuck down, man. Coins don't go up all the time unless you are in such a spike bull market as we have seen in 2017 and 2018. That was a whole different game. That will come back at some point when the euphoria and retardedness of the market will come back. So for now, Zilliqa is breaking back above the 100 day MA and 200 day MA as we have seen, and broke the range. One of the levels to watch is the 9092 level for support. If that holds, I suspect continuation to occur towards 140, 150. If we don't hold, the level to watch is 77 cents. If we break 140, 150, the next one is 225, but the main level is 380, which means that that's going to be a 300 to 400% move from here. Is that strange? No. We've seen Lent doing a 2300% move. as long as the price remains above the 100 and 200 day MA, which it crossed and which it held right now. So as you can see, buying the dip on this one has been profitable, and I suspect many altcoins to follow. As long as they are listed and they are producing, they will be fine. So Zilliqa, also on the USDT chart, is providing a nice buy the dip opportunity. I'll just remove this for a while, in which the first level on the USDT chart is 0.009. The next one is the gray zone that has to hold, losing that, and I'm suspecting test of the lows back again. If we hold this, I'm suspecting continuation towards 0.015. Then the other group that I'm still heavily interested in, which is the IEOs. They have less sell pressure given that they are starting up a new cycle. Elrond is doing really well. They have announced staking, which is increasing the buy pressure, decreasing the sell pressure. They have announced a trading competition today, which meant that the price of Elrond is even above the levels of February 2020, and Celer and One are just going to follow normally. Rejected at the 200 day MA, currently finding support at a higher level, which is the green zone, break above the 200 day MA, and I'm suspecting a continuation move towards the 100 day MA. You could seriously expect a retest of the 30-31 level, just like Zilliqa did. If that holds, I suspect more continuation towards the upside, and then you can start targeting levels of 70 sats or higher. Then Celer USDT, actually finding support on the 200 day MA, has to hold the gray zone. If that doesn't hold, then it still has to make a higher low above the gray level of 0.00185. If it holds, the next target I'm watching is the 4 cents 004 level. If that continues to hold and we get above the 100 day MA and 200 day MA for the first time since it's listed, the next target is actually 0.006 and maybe even higher. So finally we are getting towards Nano, in which we are seeing the same, and the gray zone has to hold over here. We rejected at 950 as that was the next target after holding 750 satoshis, and now I want to see gray hold. If gray holds, we can start targeting a move towards 1200 satoshis. So thank you for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to make probably 2 videos. Stay calm, don't get panicked by something that occurs on the market, just stick to the charts. And if you liked the video, please subscribe or thumbs up or reply beneath. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow.